A Maryland law involving the collection of DNA evidence goes before the U.S. Supreme Court in February, and what happens there could affect more than half the country. Let's bring in our legal guys. Avery Freeman, a civil rights attorney and law professor in Cleveland. Good to see you.
Hi, Frederica.
Hello. And Richard Herman, a New York criminal defense attorney and law professor, joining us from Las Vegas. Good to see you as well. I feel like it's been forever.
Hi, Fred. Welcome back.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's been way too long, right?
I know. 2 weekends away from you guys. It feels like months.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's delve into this case. We're talking about unreasonable search or not, taking someone's DNA when they're criminal suspects. So, Richard, where do you see this case as being rather hairy?
Well, I'll tell you, Fred, in this century, this is what we're talking about. Here's a Q-tip. That's it. That's what we're talking about. That's
Collection
a
of
DNA collection of DNA. The case here surrounds whether or not pre-conviction or post-conviction felony. That's where it applies. If you're arrested on a felony charge, they're saying 25 states say you can just do that little demonstration I just did. 25 states say no, it's a violation of your Fourth Amendment rights. But if you think about it, Fred, if you get arrested today, whether it's for a felony or any arrest, they can pat you down, they take your height and weight. In some instances, they can put a needle and take your blood. If you're in a car, they can search your car. So already there are instances where maybe arguably in the past it was a violation. But now, in this day and age, I think the law has caught up with the technology. I believe the Supreme Court is going to hold that the DNA swab, that simple swab, is akin to a fingerprint, and they're going to permit it.
Because it's fascinating, because in so many cases, the DNA can actually free you just as it can convict you. I mean, there are so many cases where people are spending time in jail, and new technology involving DNA can suddenly, you know, clarify a case, and they're then free.
But Fred, where do you draw the line? If you get pulled over for a DWI, can they subpoena your bank records to see if you're money laundering? Where do you draw the line here? That's the point.